Welcome everyone to Vested Interests. This is Shane, and before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's taken the time to watch, comment, and like the videos, and a special thank you to those who subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you have been watching for a while and have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we post any new videos. Go ahead and do that now. Thank you so much for that. And for those of you who may be stopping by for the first time, if you enjoy the channel, go ahead and hit that down below. If you are a dividend growth stock investor, if you like dividend growth stocks, dividend investing, this is a channel for you. Again, hit that subscribe button down below. And on this channel, it's not rocket science, in my opinion. The best way to do anything, keep it as simple as possible. It really boils down to consistently investing, buying dividend growth stocks and growing companies with positive cash flow that covers the dividend, and companies with a high return on their invested capital, nice margins, good free cash flow, and plenty of cash flow to cover the dividends. I utilize both a dollar cost average approach, consistently investing into the stocks within the portfolio on a minimum of a bi-weekly basis. It's pretty much every week though, whenever I get paid. I get paid bi-weekly, so that's why I typically break that down into 2 payments and spread it out over 2 weeks. I cover all my investments on this portfolio, or on this channel, into my portfolio. I don't have a paid Patreon account, so nothing to pay for, no other sites to go visit to see what I'm doing. It's all out in the open. But if you would like to help the channel, again, hitting that like button on the videos, subscribing to the channel, and sharing the videos, or dropping a comment down below really helps out a small YouTube-like channel like myself. Today we are going to do our stocks to watch or stocks to buy in December video. These are stocks I'm going to be focusing on. Not saying you should buy them, but they are ones that I'm going to be looking at, and hopefully at the right prices, continuing to add to my portfolio. And actually 2 of them, Owens Corning and Stanley Black & Decker, would be 2 new positions, and Ally is an existing position I just want to continue to build out. So let's jump right into the video and take a look at these 3 stocks here. So this is actually at the close of business, end of day. It's about 7 p.m. here on the last day of November when I'm filming this. So these numbers here would be as of November 30th. Closed out the day. Ally Financials, who we're talking about, ticker ALLY. This is out of the financial sector. Closed out the day at 27.01%, up 1.89%. Over the last 6 months, this is the time frame that I selected here for this chart, you can see that they have really come down significantly, right? 52-week range as low as $24.83, as high as $53.83. So definitely at 27.01, still closer to that 52-week low, though it has rebounded a little bit. Market cap is sitting at $8.066 billion, a beta of 1.27. You can see that volatility, so that means it's more volatile than the overall market. And again, you can see that volatility here over the last 6 months. PE ratio is extremely low at 4.5, but for banks in the financial sector in general, you want to look to price to book. So you'd go in here to statistics and you would find the PEG ratio, the PB, or price to book ratio, and see what that is. Price to earnings there, PE ratio is not a great indicator. Earnings per share is $6 per share, so that is very nice. And its next earnings date is going to fall somewhere between January 19th to January 23rd. Does have a forward dividend of $1.20 paid out in the year. That is 30 cents per quarter. And a nice dividend yield of 4.53%. The last ex-dividend date was October 31st, so you would not get the next dividend payout if you bought them now. You'd have to wait for the following one, unless it's been paid out already in November here. And let's see if it, November 15th. So actually, if you bought them now, you would get the next dividend date, because that payout was November 15th for the October 31st ex-dividend date, right? So 30 cents per share was paid out on October 15th, or November 15th, I mean. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information, they have a 1-year target estimate of $33.12. So it does speak to a little bit of upside price appreciation here, at least according to Yahoo Finance. I'm not affiliated with Yahoo Finance. So that is stock number 1. Again, Ally Financial, ticker ALLY, out of the financial sector. And stock number 2 is Owens Corning, ticker OC. This is a company out of the, I believe it is the industrial sector, or it's consumer discretionary. I need to look at that actually to be sure, but Owens Corning is the next stock that I am looking to add to the portfolio here at the right price. And another one that over the last 6 months here, pretty volatile. Looks like you might have been able to get it at several points here, a little cheaper than where it currently sits now, but definitely down from its 6 months ago anyway. 52-week range as low as $72.97, as high as $101.12. So at $88.84, it kind of is sitting there in that mid-range between the 52-week low and the 52-week high. So again, I would like it to come back a little bit. I'd love it back here in this, low 80s, looks like, range. Market cap of $8.393 billion. Another one with a beta over 1.45. So definitely more volatile than the overall market right now. And again, you can clearly see that. PE ratio this one is extremely low, 6.55. Earnings per share is high at 13.56. It has its earnings date, the next one between February 14th and February 20th. Forward dividend is $1.40. They are a quarterly payer as well, 35 cents per share paid out quarterly with a 1.59% dividend yield. So this is actually lower than I typically like to go for dividend yield, but you will notice their dividend growth is sitting at 34.62. So very fast dividend growth, low payout of 9.60 here. So very low payout ratio, very fast grower, even though currently it does have a low dividend yield. Ex-dividend date was October 14th. That one's already paid out as well. Pay date was November 3rd. So if you bought them now, you would get the next dividend as well. And a 1-year target estimate and stock price of $101 according to Yahoo Finance. So it does speak to some upside appreciation. It looks like they're expecting to get back to that 52-week high there. So that is stocks number 2. So Owens Corning, ticker OC. And the last one on my list, at least for December, that I'm going to be focusing on or watching specifically for it to hit my price target is Stanley Black & Decker, ticker SWK. Closed out the day November 30th at $81.72. Again, another one that was up. Pretty much everything was up today, at least in my portfolio and everything that I looked at outside of a few stocks. If you caught the stock pick of the day series, you would have caught one that was down on the day, but it was not a lot out there again. And they have a 52-week range of $70.24, a high of $196.52. So an extreme drop here. Again, 6-month range, you can see that steady decline, and even though it's rebounded a little bit from the low there, still extremely low compared to what it was just 1 year ago. So definitely closer to the 52-week low at 81.72, and market cap of $12.098 billion. Another one more volatile than the overall market, 1.26, which is part of the reason you can get it cheap now. Now this one does still have a higher PE ratio, 22.09. So again, this is one I would love for it to drop down just a little bit more and get it back here in the $70 range so that I can get a little better valuation on it. But another one that is down significantly over the last 6 months. Earnings per share $3.70. Next earnings date January 30th through February 3rd, somewhere in that time range. Forward dividend $3.20 paid out on the year, pays out 80 cents per quarter, and it has a pretty nice dividend yield at 4.01%. Ex-dividend date was today. And 1-year target estimate is only $83.43, so it does not speak to much upside appreciation in the stock value. Another one with a relatively low payout ratio, 32.9%. Dividend growth not as fast at 6.7%. So that is the third one, Stanley Black & Decker, ticker SWK, out of the industrial sector there. I know this one is in the industrial sector here, and those are the 3 stocks that I will be focused on for December. Again, if they hit my valuations, I'd like Stanley Black & Decker to come back into the 70s, preferably the low 70s, right? So we can get a little cheaper valuation. Ally Bank, I actually have been adding to the last several weeks. I want to continue to build out that position. And Owens and Corning, I think, is presenting a very attractive valuation currently, even though I would like it to continue to drop as well. I don't mind the red in the market. Actually, I prefer it. That means I'm getting better value. stocks are coming down. It's taking some of that risk off the table. I'm getting higher dividend yields, higher potential future returns. So the red to me is not a negative. It's something I like to see. The green is nice as well. It's nice to see stocks going up and my portfolio going up, but it means that I am paying higher prices. My yield is lower, and it decreases my future potential return. And believe it or not, as a stock goes up in price, it increases your risk as well. So be a little bit different, or at least I prefer to be a little bit different in the investing world. I'm not looking for stocks to chase to the top. I'm looking for nice, steady, growing companies that pay growing dividends and collect that cash flow along the way. Again, if you're into that kind of investing, if you're into that kind of channel, this is for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video, share with anyone that you think might find value. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of these 3 stocks: Ally Bank, Owens Corning, and Stanley Black & Decker. Are they in your portfolio? Are they stocks you're watching? Are they stocks you're avoiding? I want to hear about it. I want to hear your opinion on these 3, or let me know what you are watching for the month of December. And if these are in your portfolio, let me know how they have been doing for you. And as always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. And hey, I've done a couple of subscriber requests in the past, so if you have stocks that you recommend I take a look at, if they pull back, or just to do a video a little bit deeper dive, go ahead and drop them down below as well. And I did a subscriber portfolio review recently. If you have a portfolio out there you'd like me to take a look at, go ahead and drop a comment down below, and I'll shoot you my email where you can shoot it over. Cross out your personal information and just send me the stocks within the portfolio, or whatever information you want to send, the stocks, how many shares you own, whether you're up or down, if you want, your dividend yield or cost basis, and I can kind of review it and give you my opinion on it. Not that my opinion matters, but it's just an opinion and content for the channel. So again, drop it all down below. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. We'll see you in the next one. And thanks for stopping by. I hope you had a great November, a very happy Thanksgiving. On to Christmas and the holidays we go. So happy holidays to you and yours out there. And again, we will see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. So I'm only sharing my opinion. Investing junior for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice counsel of a certified financial advisor.